Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to solve a system of equations and what it will look like when there is one solution. So here's our situation. One cell phone plan costs $29.94 per month plus 10 cents for each text message sent. Another plan costs $32.99 per month plus 5 cents for each text message sent. And the question is, for what amount of text messages will each plan be the same? So you're often presented with problems like this when you're trying to decide which option you want to choose. And sometimes there's a point where it doesn't matter which option you choose because they equal the same thing. That's what solving a system of equation is. You're finding that point where it doesn't matter, where they're both equal, and it wouldn't matter which option you chose. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is determine what each of the linear equations looks like for each situation. So for this first situation, it's $29.99 for every month. That's regardless, you got to pay that. So we call that the constant. That's going to stay the same. The only thing that's going to vary is going to be depending on how many text messages you send, right? So it's going to be 10 cents for every text message. The other plan it has a flat fee of $32.99 per month. And then we got to add on the 5 cents for every text message. So what would that look like mathematically? Well, the $29.94 would be my constant in this first plan. And the thing that changes depending on the number of text messages would be, it's attached to the 10 cents, correct? So that would look like $29.94 plus 0.10 times t, times the number of text messages. And for plan B, it would be $32.99 plus 5 cents times t. Now that we know what the algebraic equation looks like for each of them, we want to know the point where they are the same. So the point where they are equal. So what we do is we set them equal to each other by placing an equal symbol in between them. I know it may look different because I switched around the two terms here and over here, but it's still the same. Now at this point, we're just going to solve it. This is an equation where you have your variable on both sides of the equation. If you need help with that, I have a video on how to solve an equation when the variable is on both sides. But to solve it, we're first going to move all the constants to one side and all the variables to the other. And we're going to do that with the algebraic process. Remember, whatever you do on one side of the equal sign, you have to do to the other side of the equal sign. So here I'm going to subtract $29.94 over here, so I can remove it from my left side of the equal sign, because $29.94 minus $29.94 is 0, so that removes it from over here. But I also have to subtract it from this side. Now when I simplify over here, I'm just left with 0.10t equals, here this would be 0.05t plus 3.0. So now that I've moved the constant to the right side, now I'm going to move the term with the variable to the left side, and I'm going to do the same exact process. So I'm going to remove it from over here. I'm going to take it away from over here. And whatever I do on one side, I have to do to the other, right? And it removes it from over here. And this becomes 0.05t equals, now I have only 3.05 over here. Continue because we haven't solved for t. And we're going to divide by 0.05 on both sides. When I divide on both sides, I get 0.05 divided by 0.05 is 1t. And 3.05 divided by 0.05 is equal to 61. So t is equal to 61. That means if I plan on making 61 text messages, it really wouldn't matter which plan I decided to go with because it will equal the same amount. Let's see what that amount would. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 61 and we're going to plug it in for t on each one of these. So here, y is equal to 0.10 times 61 plus 29.94. That would give me 6.1 plus 29.94, which would give me a total $36.04. So we got to make sure it works over here for this equation too, because that's this whole point of solving for a system. We need to know what point is equal for both of them. So here would be 0.05 times 61 again, because we said 61 was the magic number, plus 32.99. That means y is equal to 305 plus 32.99. So that is equal to $36.04 again. So basically what this means is the point where both of these are the same would be 61 this would be my x coordinate on my coordinate graph, and this will be my y coordinate. So if I were to graph these two lines, they would meet at this point.